Why does a single comment destroy your entire week? Why does one failed attempt make you abandon your goals? Why does minor discomfort send you running back to your phone, your bed, your distractions? You know you're capable of more. You feel it burning inside you, but something keeps you trapped, weak, scattered, and stuck in the same patterns. The answer is brutal. Your comfort has become your prison. Your emotions have become your master. You scroll endlessly, comparing yourself to strangers. You chase dopamine hits and wonder why fulfillment never comes. The ancient Stoics understood this trap completely. They knew that an undisciplined mind will always choose immediate comfort over lasting character. Marcus Aurelius ruled Rome during war, plague, and constant betrayal. Yet he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't motivational fluff. This is a weapon for your mind. Stoicism doesn't promise to make life easy. It promises to make you unbreakable. What you're about to discover are 7 ruthless Stoic laws, battle-tested in ancient Rome, desperately needed today. This isn't background noise for your commute. This is your reprogramming. If you're serious about building real strength, make a commitment right now. Comment, "I am ready," and like this video. Not for me, for you. To mark this moment as the beginning of your transformation. Let's begin. Law 1. Crave discomfort like you crave riches. You belong to a generation addicted to ease, and this addiction is destroying your spirit from within. Your entire life, you've been taught to avoid pain, seek pleasure, take the easy path, choose convenience. The Stoics taught the exact opposite. Deliberately run toward friction. Think back to your greatest moment of growth, the time you discovered what you were truly made of. Did that happen while you were comfortable? Or did it happen when life pushed you to your absolute breaking point and somehow you survived? Marcus Aurelius gave you the blueprint. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This isn't poetry. This is a practical formula for transformation. Every obstacle is an opportunity to forge your will into something stronger. That cold shower you avoid every morning? That's not just water. It's a daily test of whether you control your impulses or they control you. That difficult conversation you keep postponing. That's the exact path to the relationship you actually want. That final rep at the gym when your muscles are screaming and your mind is begging you to stop. That's the precise moment your new self is being forged. The Stoics called this practice voluntary hardship. You don't wait passively for storms to arrive. You build your defenses by choice. You don't wait for battles. You train for them daily, deliberately. Why does this matter? Because when real crisis strikes, job loss, betrayal, illness, death, you won't be shocked into paralysis. You won't shatter. You'll be ready. You'll have already walked through fire by choice, so you'll know you can survive it. Most people treat discomfort as their enemy. The Stoic treats it as a sparring partner, making them stronger with every round. Starting today, reframe every uncomfortable moment. See it as your forge. Choose one specific discomfort right now and walk directly into it. Not tomorrow, today. Comment this affirmation. Discomfort is my forge. Law 2. Stop being enslaved by your feelings. How many times has a fleeting emotion hijacked your entire day? Someone cuts you off in traffic and you surrender the next hour to rage. You feel lazy one morning, so you break every promise you made to yourself. You feel anxious about a risk, so you stay exactly where you are, stuck, safe, and miserable. Here's the truth that will either liberate or offend you. If your emotions rule your decisions, you are a slave. The Stoics believed this internal slavery was worse than physical chains. Epictetus was born a slave in Rome. He was beaten, crippled, and owned by another human being. Yet he became one of history's greatest philosophers because he discovered this truth. Any person capable of angering you becomes your master. Read that again slowly. That stranger who insulted you online, you just handed them complete control over your inner peace. That person who didn't text you back, you let them dictate your entire mood. Your boss who criticized your work, you gave them the power to destroy your confidence. You're voluntarily enslaving yourself to other people's actions. Stoicism doesn't tell you to suppress or ignore emotions. It commands you to observe them, question them, and consciously choose your response. There is always a gap between what happens to you and how you react. In that gap lies your entire power as a human being. Children react automatically. Warriors respond deliberately. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This is the control you've been desperately seeking. You can no longer outsource blame. It's all you. You can feel anger rising and respond with calculated calm. You can feel fear flooding your system and still act with courage. You can feel disappointment and still maintain your standards. This isn't about becoming a robot. This is about becoming the captain of your own ship instead of a passenger tossed by every wave. Practice this. The next time strong emotion hits, pause for 3 seconds. Name the emotion. Ask yourself, is this emotion serving my goals right now, or is it hijacking me? Then choose your response. That pause is where freedom lives. Law 3. Execute process, not fantasy. You have a fantasy version of yourself. The man who wakes at 5 a.m. sharp, trains intensely, eats perfectly, builds an empire, and makes it all look effortless. Then your alarm goes off, and you hit snooze for the 3rd time. The Stoics focused obsessively on one thing: process. You're addicted to outcomes, the visible abs, the promotion, the applause, the recognition. But outcomes are never fully in your control. The process, the daily effort, the unglamorous repetitions, the relentless commitment to the work itself, that is always 100% in your control. Epictetus stated clearly, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." When you chain your identity and self-worth to outcomes, you become psychologically fragile. You post content that gets no engagement and you feel worthless. You work 60-hour weeks and don't get the promotion, and you collapse into self-pity. You train for months and don't see results as fast as someone else, and you quit entirely. But when you genuinely fall in love with the process, you always win. Every single day becomes a victory because you showed up and did the work. The Stoic mindset operates like this. You cannot control whether your business succeeds, but you can control building the best possible business. You cannot control whether someone loves you back, but you can control becoming the strongest, most authentic version of yourself. You cannot control whether you win the competition, but you can control bringing absolute excellence to your preparation. Here's the paradox. When you stop desperately needing the outcome, you unleash the mental freedom and energy required to do the work that actually creates it. Stop obsessing over the finish line. Stop checking the scale every morning. Stop refreshing your notifications. Fall completely in love with the daily effort itself. The outcome will take care of itself when you take care of the process. Comment this commitment: I win in the process. Law 4. Stop demanding fairness from the universe. One of the fastest paths to misery is demanding that life be fair. You work harder than everyone around you, yet someone lazier gets promoted. You do the right thing consistently, yet you still get punished. You play by the rules, yet others cheat and win, and you scream into the void, "This isn't fair." Here's the Stoic truth that sets you free. Fairness is a human invention. The universe is completely indifferent. Marcus Aurelius witnessed injustice, betrayal, and senseless death every single day. He didn't complain or wait for cosmic justice. He grounded himself in one idea. Life isn't about fairness. It's about your response. Waiting for fairness is a trap that turns you into a victim. It's a surrender of your power, making you dependent on someone else giving you what you deserve. The average man asks, "Why is this happening to me?" The Stoic asks, "What am I going to do about it?" Bad things happen to good people constantly. Evil men sometimes win. Effort doesn't always equal immediate reward. This isn't pessimism, this is reality. And accepting reality is the first step to power. This doesn't mean becoming heartless or cynical. It means you stop wasting energy waiting for the world to treat you right and start commanding respect through your actions regardless of circumstances. Someone backstabs you. Use that betrayal as information. Build alliances more carefully. Become more discerning. Someone steals your idea. Work harder and build skills so undeniable they can't be stolen. The system is rigged against you. Stop complaining about the game and start building leverage. This is radical responsibility. It may not be your fault, but it is always your move. The moment you stop demanding fairness is the moment you become dangerous, because you're no longer waiting for permission or justice. You're taking action. Law 5. Master the circle of control. Your power exists inside a very small, specific circle. Most men waste 99% of their mental energy on things completely outside this circle. The past, the future, the weather, the economy, the government, what other people think about you, what they said about you, what they might do. Epictetus said it simply, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This is the dichotomy of control, the ultimate weapon for focus and peace. Every single time you feel anxious, angry, or overwhelmed, ask one question. Is this inside my control or outside my control? If it's outside your control, let it go immediately. Stop wasting ammunition on targets you cannot hit. Stop rehearsing arguments with people who aren't in the room. Stop worrying about scenarios that haven't happened. If it's inside your control, act decisively. You cannot control the traffic. You can control leaving 10 minutes earlier. You cannot control their rude comment. You can control your powerful, dignified response. You cannot control the algorithm. You can control the quality of work you produce. You cannot control whether they hire you. You can control showing up as the best possible candidate. This shift doesn't make you passive, it makes you surgically precise. You become a focused weapon, not a scattered force. Imagine a storm at sea. The average person screams at the rain, curses the wind, and panics. The Stoic doesn't waste energy on the weather. He seizes the wheel and navigates. That's what makes you calm when everyone else panics. You control what's controllable. Draw your circle today. Make a list of what you're worried about. Divide it into 2 columns, inside my control and outside my control. Then take action only on the first column and release everything in the second. This practice will transform your life. Comment, "I control my actions." Law 6. Practice voluntary hardship to build indomitable will. In a world addicted to convenience, discipline has become a genuine superpower. The Stoics didn't wait passively for life to challenge them. They challenged themselves first, deliberately. Seneca was one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in Rome. Yet he practiced voluntary hardship regularly. He wrote, Set aside certain days during which you shall be content with the scantiest fare, saying to yourself, "Is this the condition I feared?" He deliberately slept on the floor, ate the simplest food, wore basic clothes, went without luxuries he could easily afford. Why? To build calluses on his mind, to make himself unconquerable in spirit. You avoid discomfort at every turn. You blast the heat when it's slightly cold. You order food when cooking feels like too much effort. You quit when things get hard. So when life inevitably forces real hardship upon you, and it will, you shatter. The Stoic has already trained for the hard days. When crisis comes, it's familiar territory. You don't build willpower by watching videos or reading books. You build it by doing hard things. Fast for 24 hours to prove you're master of your hunger. Take cold plunges to prove you're master of your immediate impulses. Lock your phone away for an entire day to prove you're master of your attention. Wake up at 5 a.m. for a week straight to prove you're master of your comfort. When you practice these voluntary hardships, you discover a liberating truth. The thing you feared wasn't that bad. You survived. You're stronger than you thought. Comfort doesn't make you stronger. Challenge does. And when real involuntary hardship arrives, loss, failure, pain, you won't just survive it. You'll smile because you've already walked through fire by choice. You've already proven you can endure. Start small. Choose one voluntary hardship this week, something uncomfortable but safe. Do it deliberately, not as punishment, but as training. Build your tolerance for discomfort gradually. This is how you become the person who doesn't break when everyone else does. Law 7. Live with death as your advisor. Memento mori. Most men live on complete autopilot, as if they have 1,000 years ahead. They waste time on trivial arguments. They delay their purpose indefinitely. They stay trapped in habits they hate, promising themselves they'll change someday. The Stoics meditated on death daily, not to be morbid, but to wake themselves up to reality. Memento mori. Remember, you will die. This isn't a curse. It's the ultimate tool for clarity and focus. Death is your final deadline, and it strips away every non-essential distraction. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Let that penetrate deeply. Is that petty argument worth your limited hours? Is scrolling until 2 a.m. how you want to spend your finite time? Is someday actually a real day that exists on any calendar?" This isn't about fear, it's about urgency. It's the ultimate cure for procrastination and living small. The man who truly remembers death speaks with complete honesty because he has no time for games. He acts with courage because he knows safety is an illusion anyway. He works with purpose because he knows every day matters. He stops fearing small failures because the only real failure is wasting the one life he has. Steve Jobs said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life." Live like you're on borrowed time, because you are. We all are. If you've made it this far, you're ready to evolve beyond who you were when you started reading. These 7 laws aren't easy. They're a lifetime's work. But this is the path to real strength, not domination over others, but complete mastery over yourself. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, they taught that true power isn't in muscles or money. It's in the mind that refuses to break under any circumstances. You don't need motivation. Motivation is an emotion, and emotions are unreliable. You need discipline. You don't need the perfect moment to begin. You just need to begin. Right now, today. Train your mind like you'd train your body. Expect struggle as the price of growth. Master your daily process. Live with urgent purpose. If this resonated, If you felt truth in these words, take action. 1. Like this video. 2. Comment with your favorite law. 3. Share this with one person who needs to hear it. 4. Subscribe and join this army of mental warriors. Remember, your entire life is training. Keep showing up, keep choosing strength over comfort, and don't stop until you become completely unbreakable.